So pleased to be joined by the 2011 Open champ and the most recent Ryder Cup team captain for Europe, Darren Clarke, a member here, going back to the early days, 14 years ago. What are your early impressions here at the Abaco Club?
Well, I think the golf course, whenever it first opened 14 years ago, Steve, you see it now, it's perfectly manicured, the sand everywhere off the fairways. When it first opened, there wasn't, it was just bush. So when you played and it was windy, you hit it off the fairway, you lost the ball. And Lee Westwood and I played an awful lot of golf here, and we were winning with scores we wouldn't really want to repeat. But the golf course has come on a long way. It's a proper test, it's very fair. I think the most demanding is around the greens. They're very slopey, lots of different tiers on them. So if you get on the wrong side of them, it's going to be pretty difficult. I think our head superintendent here, Chief Superintendent Matt DeMassa, has done an unbelievable job with the greens. And the guys, I think, are going to love it this week. I mean, it's a proper test for them.
You talk about some of the challenges they faced a year ago. How will it be a little different here this week?
This week we're going to have the prevailing wind by looking at the forecast, which front 9 plays down, back 9 plays into the wind. So last year the guys were challenged a lot on, I believe, 16 and 18 when they played into the wind. This year they're going to play downwind, but it makes all the rest of the back 9 much more difficult. So it's going to be interesting to see the difference between the scoring this week and the tournament last year. I think certainly plays, in my mind, 1 to 2 shots more difficult when we have the prevailing wind blowing down on the front 9.
As the ambassador here at the Abaco Club, what is it that's continued to grow on you about this place for more than a decade?
I just love the place. I absolutely love it. You know, my kids have more or less grown up on the beach here whenever we've been fortunate enough to be here. And of late we've got a new owner in the Southworth Group, and they have been wonderful. I mean, they're spending so much money on upgrading the golf course, the beach, all the facilities, and to have them in now as new owners is great. And the club's getting better, the golf course is getting better, and we have some of the best world-class fly fishing in the world right here 30 minutes away. You know, I fish with, there's a lodge down there called Blackfly, and I'm with them probably more often fly fishing with them for permit than I am here on the golf course. And it's just got everything to offer. You know, the place it's laid back luxury. It's very quiet. There's never that many people about. The bartenders usually are very generous with their pours, which makes it even more enjoyable. You know, those sea breezes tend to taste very nice. Well, the first 4 or 5 do, and then after that I can't really remember. But it's a great place. The whole family, we love coming here, getting away from everything, chilling. But, you know, whenever I do practice, you know, the facilities I've got here are second to none. They're as good as anything in any tour venue. So, you know, I'll spend 3 weeks here after the Open Championship at Carnoustie. I'll come here again, as we always do in the summer, spend 3 weeks working hard, and then touch wood, get ready out there for on the Champions Tour.
And you talk about that, a big birthday coming up later this summer. How much do you intend on playing, and how much are you looking forward to?
Yeah, both, a lot. You know, I want to play, I still want to compete. I've got a busy schedule coming up now on the European Tour where I'm going to go back and play a lot, because with watching the guys out there in the Champions Tour, I've been paying attention, and the guys play seriously well, and you know, unless my game's going to be sharp, I ain't going to contend out there or compete at all. So I need to practice, and the only way to do that is by playing tournaments. So I'm going to play quite a lot this year in Europe prior to August 14, and you know, when it does come around, touch wood, hopefully you know, I'll be ready to get out there and compete with them, because their scores are fantastic, and the Champions Tour, everybody that I've spoke to who's been on there say they have a great time, and I'm certainly looking forward to joining them out there.
Well, for the second straight year, the Web.com Tour kicking things off in the Bahamas. Darren, thanks so much for playing host and welcoming us to this wonderful place.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.